of you on the behalf of our club Innovators Quest to today's event, IT Essentials. Our distinguished speaker, Mr. Devesh Raj, is an ex-cloud engineer and a map analyst who worked at Google and is currently a mentor at Skiller Academy and is also the founder of Mealobox, an online-driven mealbox service network. He is here to impart his knowledge on essential IT essential skills that involve the students and professionals being trained on hardware, OS, networking, mobile devices, and IT security. It is indeed an honor to have him here among us, and I am sure that we all can enhance our knowledge by learning from one of the best. Mr. Devesh Raj, we extend our heartfelt thanks for agreeing here to be with us despite a busy schedule. I'm confident that all the participants here will gain immensely from you, sir. Without further ado, I now call upon Mr. Devesh Raj to commence the event.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm really happy to hear. So actually, I have a slide. So should I share my slide? Then I'll start my intro and some start this evening. I just need a permission. Actually, this is asking for the meet organizer to present. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
So I just for the presentation.
Yes, sir, just a minute. Doing. Yep, sir, done. Sir?
Yes, yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start from the starting. So, well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for inviting me here and giving me this opportunity to discuss on a very needy topic for everyone, because now you are from a tech backgrounds, and I think everyone is here for the tech backgrounds, and every tech and geek folks really want to join the IT industry, and as well as you have a dream to join a tech giant companies such as Google, Amazon, Facebook, and we can say the FANG companies. So here we are, and I am just here to discuss about the you can build your career in IT industry. I hope after these slides or after this session, you have a better roadmap for your IT communication and IT industry field. So here's a small introduction about myself. I am currently founder and CEO of Milobox, and partially, I just work as a cloud engineer and map analyst for Google, and I also part of Google Developer Group as a speaker, and I have attended so many sessions. So I think this session will help you for you, so you can understand. You will build your career into the IT industry. So let's start the slides. So here we are, and uh, I just want to know everyone understand the memes. Actually, right now everyone create memes, and right now is a meme driven lectures and meme driven sub slides. So I think you can understand through the memes. That will be okay for you. So now here is the agenda of this session. We are here to discuss over a career guidance in IT industry. As well, all know that we are facing many issues in the career after completion the college. Everyone is stuck into the into for their interest. So the basically agenda is to start your roles in IT industry, such like enterprise networking, and I'm going to talk about the top 10 skills in IT jobs, top 10 technologies to learn in 2022, companies to work for, and what skills Google look for in interviews. Now, how to be successful is the last thing. So this is the complete agenda of this session. And after that, don't be like after the agenda. I think few people are thinking this is not a great session, so you feel like bored, but I don't think so. So here. I'm here to discuss all the things that we are decided to how to build your career. So let's talk the top 10 roles in IT industry. We started from the bottom to top. So the first thing is the full stack developer. Then you have a choice of database developer, Scrum Master, AI ML engineer, cybersecurity engineer, business analyst, web developer, cloud engineer, DevOps, and the top priorities are the basic data scientist. So these top 10 roles in IT industry, and if you are looking to any role for the IT industry, you can understand what you are building right now and what you have expertise currently when you are building some projects for the college or you are doing some freelance work. So here's some specialization about the software engineer and developer. You have to focus on the computer science core, just like our computer science fundamentals, data structures, know the algorithms, C++, even you can build, you have to some expertise on any one programming language, just like a C++, Java, Python. And if you have some frameworks or you are looking for the front-end development, so there's a React, Angular, and Flutter. So, but you have to focus as well as the hands-on session for the practice, and you have to polish your skills for the coding and as well as the personality. So let's talk about the enterprises networking. There the specialization for the ERP networking is totally talk about the routing and switching, cyber securities and data centers, wireless networking, DevOps, and so service provider. If you are looking for the career into the enterprise networking, so you have to specialization on those topics. So if you want this slide, I will share the slide with the team so you can note it down after this session. So let's talk about the top 10 technologies you are hired for in 2022. So firstly, everyone is now doing the machine learning and artificial intelligence because this is the booming market for the any product, because now every startup, every company is a tech-based company, and they are providing services. So they have to focus on the machine learning and as well artificial intelligence. And let's talk about the cloud computing. I was part of the cloud computing, so I know this cloud services is a booming for the for any kinds of services, any kind of company, any kinds of role. If you have a knowledge of cloud computing, whether you are learning AWS, Microsoft Azure, or GCP. So if you are learning any cloud services, cloud computing things, so I think you will make a better role for tech giant companies such like FANG companies. And then we talk about the security expertise. There are so many roles as a hacker basis. We can call the hacker, but actually they are security analyst, and they have specific knowledge about the securities and routings. Then the testing phase, where software testing basics, Dockers and Kubernetes, DevOps sections, professional networking. And for the web development, is everyone know mostly looking for the full stack developer. So you have to learn MERN stack, main stack, and if you are planning for mobile development, you have to look for the Flutter, Kotlin, and Java. So IoT is a part of Python. So I think all of you have anyone interested in the IoT part, which is the totally connected with the blockchain. And now we are seeing that there are so many cryptocurrencies, crypto chains, and basically Web3s are here. So I think the IoT things and blockchain is totally helpful for your career. And lastly, the management and certification are important if you are looking for the program manager or you are looking for the any kinds of project management things. So now I have to talk about top 10 skills you should have ever if you are looking for the developer profile. So you should focus on the data structure and algorithm. Right now I'm mentoring at Scaler and I have mentees. So they have a basic question about which kind of question is asked by the Google or any FANG companies. So I just recommend everyone just focus on your core part of the DSA, because DSA is a more asking question for any FANG companies. So if you are learning or if you are planning to join any FANG companies, just you have to focus on the DSA part and just take one programming language. If you have if you have expertise on the Python, C++, Java, or Kotlin. So I think you have to focus on one programming language. Then you can understand, just collaborate and contribute to the open source technologies. So here's the source control. You have to focus on the text editors, IDs, database, operating systems, and SLD, software development lifecycle is the software engineering part, and the last is the cross-platform software. Just like you have to build a React Native mobile application that will be more effectively for the iOS and as well as the Android. So now I'm just going to start giving the brief intro for the top 10 profiles as we mentioned earlier. So let's start from the full stack developer. So if you really want to build your career in a full stack development, then you have to work on the front end developer as well as back end development. So which technologies and which skills you have required for the full stack developer? So here are the some skills. You have to focus on your quality aptitude, networks, user interface, user experiences, database, securities, and front end and back end portions. So, and which companies are looking for the front end developer? So here are some companies just like a Walmart, IBM, SAP, and PayPal is hiring from 20 to 22, and this is the great companies if you are looking for the full stack developer. So I think these companies and as well as some startups will help you to boost your career. Now talk about the database developer. So according to the research, increase the database developer jobs is 24% into the job market, and there are so many companies and there are so many profile who are hiring as a data analyst and basic the for the analyst portion. So you have to focus on the database development. So these skills will help you for the database developer, just like a big data troubleshooting skills, problem solving, and Microsoft says as well as some parts of Google technologies as well. And here's the different companies just like a Morgan Stanley, Tech Mahindra, Oracle, Informatica. These are hiring from last 2 years in the wholesome basis. So that's why if you're planning as a database developer, so you have to look on those skills. Now we are going to talk about the Scrum Master. So Scrum Master is basically a software engineering portion, and you have to just like work with a business developer and as a business development team, and as well as a communication between the software developer. So what skill it's basically beneficial for the Scrum Master. So you have to focus on the forecasting, communication, meeting facilitation, agile coaching, team support, and these are a tool maintenance, practice the team reporting. So these are basic skills for the Scrum Master. And if you think that this is your skills and this is your comfortable in those skills, so I think you have to focus on the Scrum Master, and this company will help you to boost your career, just like a Visa, Standard Charter, Siemens, and Informatica. So on the last, so we are talking about the AI and ML engineer. It is the sixth number from bottom. As we mentioned that we are talking about the bottom to top. So AI ML engineer is basically creates so many jobs by 2021, and it is a report by the CNBC. And if you are learning AI and ML engineer, so there you have so many opportunities to join any tech giant company. So if you're looking for AI and ML engineer, so I think you know which kind of skills you matters, just like a machine learning, programming in Python, distributed computing, Linux tools, and stats, basically focus for the AI and ML. And these companies is hiring uh, currently for the last 2 to 3 years for the AI LM engineers. That's by EI, Capgemini, Google, and Bosch. Now I'm going to talk about cybersecurity engineering. There's a huge upswing in the number of the cybersecurity jobs, and this is the most reputed job for anyone, because cybersecurity is a part of the hacking team. If you have a knowledge of a, a bug finder, or you have bug bounty player, so I think software engineering is basically for you. And if you are a bug bounty hunter, so I think definitely you have to apply for the cybersecurity engineering in any company. And if you have those skills, so I think just polish those skills. So I think this skill will help you to join as a cybersecurity engineer. You have to focus on encryption tools, networks, operating system, and risk management. And lastly, we'll talk about the monitoring tools. So these companies are here to join as a cybersecurity engineering team. So if you are looking as a hacker, or you are looking for the cybersecurity engineer, so just focus on those skills, and these company will help you for your career. Now I'm going to talk about the business analyst. Uh, Job opening for the business analyst is going up to 300K to 2.700K in 2020. This is a report from the Business Insider. And what skills for the business analyst? Actually, this is a more important part of any company, because of the business analyst is write so many is a part of products. If you are building any product, so you have to apply for the business analyst. And I don't know that you are the first year student or third year student, but if you are looking for your career as a business analyst, so you have to focus on these skills. So these skills will definitely help you for as a business analyst. And you have to focus on the database in various technology, reporting tools, data analytics, conveyor skills, unique data analytics. So if you are building a product, so you have knowledge about the market research. You have to know how you write the documentation about the product, and front end team, back end team, even the core part of the product. So these skills will definitely help you as a business analyst. And this is a company, as a product based company, just like Informatica, Deloitte, Schneider, and Flipkart. Lastly, we are here the top three job roles, which is the web developer. So by 2023, there will be around 27 million active website according to the forecast. So I know you are a student and you are building a single website for the learning, and you push to the GitHub, or you push to the you learn from the lead codes you are applying. So I think these skills will help you as a web developer, like a .NET, C++, HTML, JavaScript, React, and Angular. So I think those skills, if you're learning those skills, so I think you will be joined as a web developer in any company. And this company is hiring from last 3 years as a web developer, which are Dell, Accenture, TCS, and Wipro. So now I'm going to talk about the cloud engineer. I'm also a part of cloud team, so that's why I know the which kind of things is going as a cloud part. So companies are moving on premises infrastructure to the cloud first approach, because now every company and every startup is looking that they don't want to store their data on premises as an infrastructure. So they really need a cloud services. So that's why the cloud is the future for any kinds of job role or into the IT industry. So as I earlier mentioned, you have to focus or learn about the OpenStack, AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud Platform. If you are learning those things, just like AWS, Microsoft Azure, GCP, so these company will definitely help you as your career basis, the cloud engineer, and which are Amazon, Google, and other companies. So now talk about the DevOps engineer. So our engineer seek here the little bit different from the cloud engineer and DevOps engineer. You have to code, plan, build the test, deploy, release, and operate the things. And you have to focus these skills for the DevOps engineering. So the skills basically coding and scripting skills. You have the automation skills, interpersonal skills, data management, and IT skills. So this is the total all methodology of the DevOps. So if you are learning DevOps, so this company will help you as a DevOps engineer, and this is a highly paid job by any companies. And the lastly, highly paid job is the data scientist. So let's talk about the data scientist. So data scientist is named as the best job in the USA by the Glassdoor in 3 consecutive years. And if you are looking for the data scientist, so just focus on those skills, just like a Python, R, Java, problem solving, and stats, and as well as the business management. So for the data scientist, so basically you have to communication skills and data pattern learning and the business details. So this company will help you as a data scientist, just like Amazon, Netflix, or we can clearly call the FANG companies. So we have covered the all top 10 job roles according to the 20 to 22. So now everyone right now here to thinking that after seeing the all slides, if you are looking for the different kinds of job roles, so here we are. So if you have any question, if anybody have a question, you can ask, and then I'll just move to the next slides. I'm just here to open for the question. Just you can raise your hand so I can see what you are asking. So I think I have to continue from the previous slides. So now we are here. What skills do Google look for the interviews? So I'm just going to share my experience, the interview of the Google. So the most important part of your Google interviews is your resume. uh, when you are creating your resume, you have to focus, just mention your relevant data and your latest work experience. Or you are, suppose if you are a fresher but you build your online projects, or you are doing some work experience with the startups, or you are doing some freelance work, so you have to put your work there. And if you have a good resume, okay, because the resume shortlist is the main part for the any candidate when you are applying for the Google. If you don't have a good resume, then I don't think that resume will shortlist for your next round. But if you build a good resume, so that will be the more effective for your candidature. So next thing is the interview. So it is a staffing team members believe that you might be a match for the job, you have applied and you enter your hiring process. So this is the complete process for the Google interview process, which is the resume sharing, then recruiter call, telephonic interview, then on-site interview. So first of, resume shortlist is the first part. then recruiter call will then recruiter will definitely help you which kind of assessment and how will you prepare for your interview. And then you have a telephonic interview which is a technical round. So while you are on a call, you have to understand the which kind of question are asking, and the all question is totally based on your data structure and algorithm part. So here's the online assessment thing. Just like every company does, you may ask to do a brief online assessment like a coding quiz, or you have submitted according to your resume. So now I'm going to talk about the recruiter call, how the recruiter call is going on if you are selected for the if you selected as a candidate for the interview. So recruiter call is basically here when your resume is shortlisted by the recruiter. So there are recruiter is totally talk about the hiring manager and the team. So they exactly want to know your background, and there are technical rapid fire round. So you have to focus on the correct things. So when you are on the call, so you have to focus that you know the questions, and you have to give the relevant answers, and just don't try to fumble there about the question. If you don't know, then just pass on the question. So here the technical telephonic interview. So first of all, you have to listen very well. So and they ask you, do you feel confident in the CS fundamentals? Do you know what to ask and clarify the question? And here are some few questions asked by the recruiters, just like a overflow, not null values. Can you find the optimal solution of the compound complicated codings or the algorithm problems? Is your problem solving and coding speedy and efficient? Your profound knowledge in the CS fundamentals. So these all topics are covered into the telephonic interviews. If you are focusing about the interview for the FANG companies and the Google, so you have to focus on those things, just like just prepare your the CS and data structure part. So I'm just giving us some important tips. Just do practice on the paper pen, because if you choose as for the on-site interview, so there will be a 6 rounds on the on-site interview, and there will be the 4 rounds of the coding interview. That I just mentioned, the first round is coding round, and it is a total 45-minute round. Then other for coding round, and then they talk about the lunch time, and which is called, we can call it a lunch interview. And fifth thing is a Googleness and the leadership skills. So they talk about the if you are the product leader, if you are the project manager, how will you lead the product and how you can manage the your team. So this is the main part for the any Googler. So and lastly, the coding interview on the pen paper. You have to focus. You have to so sure about your approach, and when you write the program. So when we write the program on IDE, we know the upcoming part is coming. But when we write on the paper and pen, we have to focus on the approach, what we are going to put for the problems. So we are here to complete the complete session. So now, when you don't take it seriously, so I am here just like that. And now I'm just ending the slides. And if you are like this slide, so please share with your friends and your colleagues if you are joining, and your teammates. So thank you so much for the slides. And now I'm just taking a Q&A session. And if anybody want to connect with me, so here's my links on the social media handlers. So let's connect here.
Thank you, sir. So guys, yeah, we are open for Q&A. So if you guys have any queries, questions, do raise your hand. So we'll know we'll go ahead with the one who raised their hands first. So it will be easier for us to clarify everyone's question and queries.
And if anybody wants the slides, I'll share this slide to the team, and I think team, you will provide the slide to the all participants. if they need.
Okay, no questions, guys. Anyone with any queries?
I think no one is interested to ask the questions.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes, Adit, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. So for web development, so where should I begin? Should I begin with मतलब what kind of frameworks are good for CSS?
Uh, if you're looking your profile as a web developer, so I think there are so many things right now is working. But if you are looking as a web development, so just like a React and Angular is a more booming thing into the IT industry. So I think React is a good part, and as well, but it is totally depend on you if you are comfortable in React or you are comfortable in Angular. But I think everyone is a learner, so he or she can learn anything. But you have to check you are confident or you are comfortable on that.
Thank you, sir.
Is it, sir?
Yeah.
So this is Arvind here.
Okay.
Sir, I had a doubt regarding the Flask framework of Python, sir. Is it like widely used or optimal to use it for web development?
Yes, you can use is the Python framework for the web development, and I think if you are doing the for the web development thing in the Python, so I think this will be okay and uh, okay for the web development, as I think.
Okay, sir. And sir, Python is widely used for the data science and purposes, right?
Yes, exactly.
But sir, I have seen that the system library they have given some system libraries they have provided. So like using Python, it is I have seen people finding it easy developing the basic GUI apps like system Windows apps like Windows or Mac GUI apps. So can we use Python or we should go with some other language for GUI development?
Actually, Python is basically common language for every development. Just like if you are building in the IoT part, if you are building the data scientist, if you are learning as a cloud part, so Python is a normal. But if you have guts, if you have learning things, so you can learn other language. But I think if you are comfortable and you are just focusing on the Python library, so I think that will be more beneficial for you.
Okay, thank you, sir. And sir, would you like to recommend any language?
Actually, I don't recommend any language because I just started my career as a Java developer with the Java language. But after joining the industry, I was part of Kotlin team. So because the Android development is totally moving to the Kotlin, so I just learned Kotlin and doing the work, and then now everyone is doing Flutter. So I don't recommend any language, but I suggest you you are comfortable. Just check you're comfortable. You're confidently working on the Java, Python, Kotlin. If you're confident on any language, so I think just go with the on language because you are polishing your skill on the particular one language, and then definitely you will build something great in your specific language.
Okay, thank you, sir. And sir, one thing more, like I have made very like small level of GUI apps. So
Okay.
like from like suppose if I built on Python,
Mm-hmm.
so through what can we integrate like other languages thing and all into an app? How is it possible? Can we do it? Like an app is made up of like different programs and instruction set and all. So is there something like that in GUI development?
In the GUI development, actually, according to my suggestion, you can do that to the Python, but there will be so many other languages and other technologies for the GUI. So you can check that, but if you can see there are so many chances into the Python, so you can go with the Python.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
It has been an exhilarating, thrilling, and an informative experience today. And I extend my thanks to our distinguished guest, Mr. Devesh Raj, for putting in time and effort to deliver such an entertaining and enlightening session for all of us today. I'm sure that all the participants must have gained a lot from you, sir. Furthermore, I thank each and every person who showed up at this event and made it a success. We have left IQUIS social in the chat box. Do follow us in the future for more such exciting events. Thank you.
I just need your feedback that did you really like the slides or this session? If you like the session, just raise your hand so I can understand how many people just like the sessions. Okay. So did you like the meme parts? Okay, I think 24 participants raise their hand. Okay, that's cool. So yes, Adit, you can continue. Just go ahead.
Yes, so you can share the slides with Swastika. She'll share with all of us.
So I really like the session here with you all. So if you really want to connect with me, you can connect all my through my social media handles on LinkedIn or Twitter. So I will definitely, if you feel any thing that about the career guidance, you can ping me, and I will try to resolve your queries there. And thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So should I leave the meeting?
Mm, yes, if you are done, if you want to share anything else with us,
I'm
you can.
waiting for any others Q&A, but I don't think so that is anybody is asking.
Yeah, so I don't, yeah, that's what, so I don't think anyone else have any questions, cause guys, anyone have any queries you want to put forward? Um, okay, guys, thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thanks a lot for inviting me, and have a great weekend, rest weekend, I think.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, the same.